So folks, we've made it to the first half main event, and in a stark contrast to what we've just witnessed, this is going to be two bulls running head on at each other. Behemoths, juggernauts, going toe to toe. And here we see Charlie Winston.
Wow. He's walking with purpose.
I think because Charlie Winston knows he is walking into a fight right now. Whereas last week he was beating up Jackie Hyde. Yeah, whereas last week he was walking into a match against a much smaller opponent. This week, the irresistible force is going to be meeting an immovable object. And that immovable object is Warren Banks. Of course, last time we saw Warren Banks in Great Yarmouth, he was going toe to toe with Damien.
That was one hell of a match.
That was one hell of a battle.
That went over half an hour. Whoa.
And look at this. Neither man afraid of the other. Warren Banks not blinking in the face of Charlie Winston.
These guys have got to be closer to 7 feet than they are 6 feet.
Folks, what we are about to witness is going to be a battle between two absolute mountains of men.
Charlie's focused.
Oh, straight out the gate, straight into the corner with those shoulder tackles. Charlie Winston not giving Warren Banks a chance to get into this one. Darren, if you're in there with Warren Banks, is that a smart move?
Again, I'm just impressed by all this power. Thing is, this match, I think Warren has got to outpace Charlie, and Charlie's just got to keep Warren grounded.
So Charlie Winston is still fresh off of that WWE drought he had, and that's got to have filled his sails with a huge heap of confidence.
Well, he's just knocked Warren from pillar to post.
And you know, I've been watching Warren Banks for a long time now, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone really manhandle him like that. Oh, wow. And Warren Banks now firing back with a right of his own. Eats another from Charlie Winston.
These guys are just slugging each other.
And this is it, when you're facing off against an opponent like the same size as you, you have to throw 100% into it.
This ain't going to be a pretty match. This is going to be an absolute slugfest. My kind of match.
Well, there is going to be no double moonsaults, no flying head scissors, no top rope hurricane ranas. But you are definitely going to see a battle, folks. Oh, a side drop suplex onto the apron. Of course, by now we all know that's the hardest part of the ring.
It has to be.
And now Charlie Winston really in control. Wait, Warren Banks up with an enziguri kick.
You see the height of that kick.
Elevation from Banks. A running forearm.
He's actually going to mount some offense. I'm impressed.
You're seeing Warren Banks, he's weathered the storm that Charlie Winston threw at him. Up and over. Oh, basement drop kick. But Charlie Winston out at one. Oh my goodness.
Shows how tough he is. Warren Banks ain't a small man, and he landed a big drop kick. Charlie kicked straight out at one, and now he's back on top.
Yeah, running corkscrew elbow there from Charlie Winston.
We talked about athleticism. That was pretty athletic what he just did.
I'm going to say right now, these guys they're making me eat my words. And I guess right now they need to give it everything they've got.
Charlie Winston using the referee's count there.
He's got it tied up in the ropes and just cranking back on the neck.
It's not quite breaking the rules, just bend them a little bit.
Another clubbing blow, caving in the chest of Warren Banks. Sternum's got to be like jelly right now. Charlie Winston lining up for another big elbow. You see, instead of running diagonally across, he's using a using that shorter side just to make sure that there's absolutely no give in those turnbuckles when he lands those elbows.
Warren Banks fighting back.
And again, not many people can manhandle a man like Banks, but right now, huge suplex. And
not enough.
Warren Banks kicking out at 2. He landed hard off of that suplex. Again, the amount of people that I've seen suplex Warren Banks like that, I can count them on one hand.
Okay, different strategy now. Warren's shown how resilient he is.
It's almost looking like a camel clutch right now, and again, clubbing cross faces from Charlie Winston. He is not holding back right now, Darren.
As I say, a change of tactics. He's gone from smash mouth to submission. It's going to wear him down.
And I mean, that's is that going to be enough though? Warren Banks jawbreaker. That's smart from Warren. He
needs to get back on top of him, otherwise that's going to happen.
Couple of 3 forearms from Warren Banks. Oh, wait, misdirection. Oh, huge clothesline. You know what, right now, Warren Banks, he is not used to being in this position in a match. He is not used to being beaten down. He's usually the one doing the clubbing.
Thing is, Charlie, his matches are usually finished by now. His opponents are normally dead. Just shows how tough Warren is.
And I guess we're going to see now stamina from both men. Can Warren Banks keep kicking out? And again, sternum first onto that ring apron. It's going to turn into a battle of endurance right now. We know Warren Banks can weather the storms of Charlie Winston.
Wait a minute.
Oh, snake eyes almost onto that apron. Honestly, I just can't believe we're witnessing someone throw Warren Banks around like this. This is unheard of, to be honest.
Get back in the ring before the 10 count, Charlie.
And Charlie Winston definitely on top of this match so far. And Warren Banks again doing everything he can to fight up from those knees. You just see a bit of frustration now from Warren Banks. Those palm strikes really seem to be firing up Warren Banks. He throws a clothesline, it does nothing. Double clotheslines from both men. You just see there a brief glimpse.
That's like 2 trains colliding.
That really is. Head-on collision between both men. And Warren Banks now doing his best to fire himself up and the crowd.
I hope they reinforce this ring before they start.
Now kicks from Banks and a few forearms as well. Strikes coming in and he's picked Charlie Winston up, but didn't quite have enough. Dodges the boot. Picks him up a second time.
Samoan
drop. 2.
Oh, that was so close.
Warren Banks, yes, so close to pulling the rabbit out of the hat and pulling that one off. Wait a second, Warren Banks is going up top. This isn't somewhere I'm used to seeing go.
He's got to hit him with something big. Charlie's huge, isn't he?
Shows desperation. Are you kidding me? Charlie Winston plucking Warren Banks
Snake
up.
eyes.
Snake eyes again. Oh, and there's that big boot. Turns Warren Banks inside out. Throw!
Oh, I thought that was over.
So close.
Charlie must be thinking, what have I got to do now?
But that's that sign of Warren Banks climbing to the top rope just shows that he recognizes that he has to pull things out that he doesn't normally. He has to hit him with anything he physically can right now.
Where's Charlie going?
Well, he's pointing to the turnbuckle. And
Wait a minute.
And maybe Charlie Winston recognizing he needs to throw something into the mix. Oh, he's going for a flying elbow drop. No water in the pool.
That's why they call it high risk. It either pays off or it doesn't.
And Warren Banks is fired up right now. Warren Banks looks pounced, ready to strike. Running knee. Oh, side suplex. Could that be enough? 2, 3, no! And you can see Warren Banks knows. No, he knows that that was the best he could muster, but still not enough. And he's calling for the spear. The statement from Warren Banks. He's got Charlie Winston in his sights. And also Charlie's thinking, oh, Charlie ducks out of the way. Oh, boot from Banks. He's up on that second rope. Went for a game but got caught. Spun round.
Wow.
Spinning side effect from Charlie Winston. 2, 3.
What did we just witness? That was one hell of a battle.
And Warren Banks still looking for this first victory here in DOA. I can't believe I'm saying that. He was cheated out of a victory against Ash Draven at Yarmageddon 7. Flash forward to Yarmageddon. It was either 8 or 9. He was beat down by Damien and the Purge. But that right there, folks, that was pure domination from Charlie Winston. Oh, it doesn't look like he's finished. Picks up Warren Banks for another shot.